What was the bias? Oh yeah, Art's been in the gym.
Yeah, you know,
Jake,
Big
if
Art.
you,
Been in the gym. Welcome
yeah,
everyone to Thursday Night Live with the Humm Daddies. I'm Jake Lucas. We have Zakariah. We have Ardavan. This is the Zakariah Thursday Night edition. Take it away, Zach. What do you got to say? What
what's
topics are we going to debate? Shoot
what's
your shot,
popping?
big
Well,
guy.
what's popping? I mean, there's a few things to go. I see the Hum Daddies getting their views up on some stuff that we're not going to get into or whatnot. But I mean, we got to start.
Yeah.
We got to start right here with Thursday Night Football. Artie came out of the proverbial closet. I don't mean that in any sort of bad way about anybody that may be of any sort of sexual preference or whatever. But he came out of the Cowboys closet and revealed to us on Thanksgiving after his Chiefs lost to the Cowboys
Yeah,
that
what a beautiful team.
he's a
Fucking love
Cowboys
the
fan.
Cowboys. It was a tough Thursday night, man. Damn.
Which makes no
Beautiful
sense.
team. Yeah.
That would
Love
be
the
like
Detroit
that would be
Lions.
like you, Jake, as a Niners fan. It would be like you losing to the Seahawks and then coming out and saying big Hawks fan. Makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. It would be like
Unlike-
me. It'd be like my Dolphins losing to the Patriots and me coming out and being like, loved Tom Brady the whole time. Anyways, Art revealed that he was a Cowboys fan. Looks like they're gonna hold this L. They're down 14 with about $1.30 to go. I never really believed in the Cowboys, and I always kind of believed in the Lions. Artie and I were talking earlier, Jake, and I don't know if you want to start here. We could talk about this Thursday night game or whatever. I've never really believed in the Cowboys, and I've always kind of believed in the Lions. But me and Artie were just talking about, like, who do you actually think is a good football team? Because Artie's list is very small. Well, he loves the NFC. He hates the AFC.
Well, you asked me for a list of the top teams a few weeks back, and this year, even unlike previous years, I just find that there's more parity than ever, dude. It's hard to just pick a handful of teams. Like all the Ravens, I thought were going to be legit. I guess not. The
No,
Chiefs,
but they
I
look
thought,
like they're
turned
going to win the
corner.
division now, though.
I mean, maybe. Who knows?
Who
Chiefs, I
cares?
thought turned the corner. I guess not. Philly looked dominant. I guess not. Like I have my read on the NFL is really not there right now. I don't think anyone has any idea who's going to come out.
So
of the
you're with
NFC and
Art.
AFC.
You're okay. So you're with Art. I'm a little bit more definitive. I have always believed in the
I can tell
Lions.
you the Denver Broncos are elite. Indianapolis Colts, elite.
Yeah, so you think
This
the
guy
Pats,
just
the
loves-
Broncos, and Colts are coming out of those are the best three teams?
Zach and my 6-year-old son see it the same. They see it the same. They say you are what your record is.
First of all, that was Parcells that said that. You are what your record says that you are.
No one agrees.
I look. Yes, I believe in the Broncos. I believe. See, this was our conversation earlier, Jake. Artie doesn't think that any team is good in the AFC, basically. What did you say? You said the Patriots, maybe. You said the Broncos, definitely not. Who else did you say? There was like one other.
Colts,
one
no.
team was the
Jaguars,
Chiefs,
no.
and they're not.
Steelers,
Chiefs
no.
aren't even going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I said there's 3 teams that could possibly. There's 3 teams that could possibly do anything out of the AFC, and one I have a hard time saying, but it's the Chiefs, and they're not going to make the playoffs.
Okay,
The
so
Buffalo
that's gone.
Bills, and
The
Patriots.
Bills. Yeah.
And the Patriots. Those
Yeah.
are the only 3 that could possibly
Yeah.
do anything.
So I believe in those too.
Well, then there you go. We're on
Yeah.
same page.
And then I think NFC wise, as much as I love Baker, I'm not like I don't believe in the Bucks. I do believe in the Lions. I think the Eagles are flawed, but ultimately the last time we saw them in the playoffs, they beat the dog piss out of the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I think they'll figure it out. They're starting to figure it out with Antonio Brown. I mean, I don't know.
Antonio Brown, huh?
Yeah, he likes Antonio Brown. He's a big Eagles fan. He loves
like
watching
AB?
Antonio on the Eagles.
No, I'm just saying they're starting to figure that thing
AJ.
out.
You're thinking AJ.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ Brown. Sorry, Antonio Brown, AJ Brown, same shit. Anyways, and I'm a big believer in the Lions. I really do. I mean, Goff has like kind of coughed. Goff the cough has kind of coughed stuff up and like yeah. But I'm still a big Lions guy. I not so much with the Packers, but I mean, I think that there's plenty of teams that are pretty definitive. I mean, I hear what you're saying, Jake. You're right. Any team kind of has shown, because for instance, last week I would have said the Rams for sure, right? And then they spit the bed last week. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, and the Seahawks, who fucking knows with,
What about these guys? What about these
Yeah,
guys?
great.
well, exactly. I mean, that's what we brought. I mean, Artie is a very big NFC guy. Art loves all the NFC teams and none of the AFC teams. The guy literally told me that 3 teams in the AFC can make some noise. One's not going to make the offs unless they win out, which they could.
I mean, what if we circle back to the game a little? We did just skip right over Thursday night.
Oh, it's fine.
We're talking
Final
about
game.
those 2 squads, and I think the Cowboys really showed who they are tonight, and I would say that in a positive. Like, I think the Cowboys were good tonight. I think they have flaws. They're not a great team, but they were still able to compete with Detroit. They made some really bad plays, right? Ferguson doesn't make that terrible fumble. It might be a different game. Like, I don't think
they lost by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, but they kept themselves in the game. They fought.
They were getting mollywopped in the first half.
Yeah,
they got their ass handed to them in the first half.
Yeah, I kind of felt like
Jake, you know what's going on here, right? He's suffering from like whatever that disease is, the syndrome, like the Stockholm syndrome or whatever. No, it's because the Cowboys beat the brakes off of his Chiefs. So now he's just, yeah, that's what's going on here.
You're taking this as too much of a compliment. This wasn't a big compliment. They lost.
You just said it was a compliment. Thank you, Jake.
It's a compliment, but you're taking it. It's a compliment, but you're taking it as a bigger one than it is. And they lost. I'm saying they showed who they are, which they could compete with a good team. Okay. I felt like they competed. I felt they showed heart.
All right, that's a rational take.
Part of my semi-joking, but we all like different teams, right? Like, we all have our favorite teams, but I assume, I am weird, and I know I do it more than others, but I assume we all have our affinity for
no shit. Teams. Clip that up, Jake.
But I mean, come on.
I know I'm weird.
If you're a sports fan,
yeah.
Hayate Pinche. If we all are just watching sports, we have teams we like, right? And I found myself having a little bit of a soft spot for the Cowboys recently because Dak is one of the players that gets thrown under the bus for being terrible because of his contract, when in actuality, he is a very obviously above average quarterback. He hasn't played big in the biggest moments, but he's actually very good.
Hasn't played big. Shrunk like a fucking, like George Costanza's dick in Seinfeld. What do you mean hasn't played big in the biggest games? Like, have you seen his statistics in the playoffs?
No.
Well, he's the opposite of Joe Montana, pal.
He's a walking fraud, a complete joke in the playoffs, like clockwork.
And Jake, I don't even want you to cut this up, just in the small chance that he sees this. But if he ever does sees this, he is the antithesis of Joe Montana. The guy.
Nobody's saying he is. Man.
Okay, I know, but I'm with you. Regular season, he's above average. I agree with that. He's also getting. But Artie, he's getting paid $60 million a year.
That's not his fault. We've talked about this every cast. We can't keep blaming the quarterback for getting paid.
Dak also pads his stats against bad teams in the regular season. He also has a track record of not playing well against good teams in the regular season. He is not a good quarterback against good teams historically. It hasn't been him.
Fair. I don't care about Dak. I'm not going to sit here and die on a Dak hill.
No, but But to go back to what you were saying,
die on the Dak hill.
No, hang on. To get Artie back on track.
Thoughtful.
To get Artie back on track, you were talking about how we all watch sports. We all like some teams. I like random teams too. I understand what you're saying.
I can't have fun watching them chuck to these guys.
But I can't wrap my head around Dallas being a team that you would randomly like.
Well, fantasy football plays a part. Got Javonte Williams, got Ferguson, got Pickens. You're out here rooting for these guys, man. I got Aubrey.
All right, so it's fantasy related. It's fantasy related.
Maybe.
Thigh team related. He's talking thighs again.
Yeah, he's going back to the thighs argument.
So anyway, Detroit also showed who they are, better than Dallas, right? But I felt like this game also showed me sort of, a couple of, I don't know. It was an interesting game. Hard to say it. We learned too much, I guess, but also showed me that, I don't know. I guess actually let me ask you, because I'm not sure what it showed me. What did it show you about Detroit? I'm not sure it impressed me as much as the win did. Maybe that's why I was liking the Cowboys, because for some reason, even though they were whooping them, they a little bit didn't give them the same. I don't know. It didn't give me the old Detroit, I whooped you feeling that I kind of wanted to see out of them if they're going to keep going and ascend.
Well, Jake, you can answer that first if you want. I mean, like, I don't know exactly what your opinion is. I think Detroit, okay, first of all, let's not fucking forget that Detroit was up like 1 billion points in the NFC Championship game in Santa Clara.
Yeah.
And by the way, shout out to Pat McAfee, who specifies that it's not San Francisco, it's Santa Clara, which I don't even consider the Bay Area, but that's neither here nor there. The point is,
shout out to the people who sit behind the desk on the Pat McAfee show and behind a Pat McAfee wrestling figure. Flag on you, pal. Tell him move your little figurine. I'm not going to sit behind your figurine. I was thinking about that today.
okay.
I'm sitting behind
Anyways,
Pat
do you
McAfee couldn't pay me $500,000 to go sit behind his little figurine? Anyway, all right.
Deep thoughts with Ardavan Davaran.
He hates Pat McAfee. I don't know why. Anyways,
I
don't
hope we never blow up because I don't really want to get in a big.
No, I know.
argument.
All of this needs to get scrubbed from the internet if we do blow up. Anyways, remember that the Lions were beating the Niners by multiple scores in the second half. And then
2 years ago.
3?
No,
No,
2. Like,
2.
not last season, the season before that.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm just saying. And then a ball, bounced off of a.
Nobody arguing with that. Yeah, I wasn't saying that.
I'm just saying I'm a big Lions believer. You were asking the question. I was saying, Jake, go ahead and answer. My point is I'm very big on the Lions.
Your point on the Lions there isn't, I don't find it relevant because 2 coordinators have left since then, and that was 2 seasons ago, and the teams are dramatically different.
So do you like Detroit?
I don't like Detroit.
Sounds like he doesn't. Yeah.
I didn't like Detroit to start the year as much as everyone else did because the coordinators left. And look what their old coordinator's doing on the Bears. He was obviously a huge part of
Well, that's another team that came up, and Art poo-pooed them too.
Well, I just think there's been a lot of change in the NFL this year. There's a lot of new teams. There's a lot of new teams to worry about or not worry about. And that's the thing, the parity. I don't know if I'm watching good football or bad football. I don't know if everyone's kind of mediocre or there's a lot of teams that are on the better side. I think it's more the mediocre side. And
no, I
dominant.
I disagree because I think if you flip this score, final score was, by the way, if you bet the over, congratulations, you cashed. The final score was 44-30. If this was the opposite and the Cowboys had beaten the Lions 44-30, we'd be having a whole different conversation about how the Lions ain't shit and the Cowboys are legit. So I don't think that it's mediocrity. I think it's that just a bunch of teams are hella good and like any team can win on any given Sunday, not to use that cliche. So I think it's more quality of play. I mean, just think about the Niners and all their injuries and what their record is. That to me is not a sign of mediocrity. That to me is like everybody's just hella fucking good.
NFL's in a weird place.
It could be just real clean football and good scheming and good systems. And I thought the Cowboys were starting to look for real. They beat the 2 Super Bowl teams 2 weeks in a row. You got to think
Eagles, Chiefs back to back. Yep.
And so this shows you, I don't know. This even makes me more confused that they.
No, I hear you, but I think, and I understand your question, but I think it's more about superiority of play and how much anybody can just beat anybody than it is of mediocrity of play. Right. I think it's more that just all these motherfuckers are hella good. Like
that could be it. I'm not sure of either. It's hard to see, like to know
what
I'm seeing.
Yeah, you could make the argument either way. Yeah.
We're also in a weird year where for the first time since I can remember, it feels like it doesn't matter to have the best quarterback, and it's confusing. Like teams with quarterbacks that are struggling are the teams with some of the best records. You got like the Chicago Bears, who are another little darling. I enjoy watching the Chicago Bears too.
Another Art fave.
But like Caleb Williams is out here with the lowest passing percentage, I think, in the entire NFL.
Oh yeah, his numbers are not good. Yeah,
sucking it up for Denver 90% of the time, winning ball games. You got a lot of teams that are really playing well that aren't having dominant quarterback play, and then you got the traditional dominant QBs having a pretty mediocre year. And it's the first time I've seen this, and I'm like, man, to your point, is scheme coming back, defense, style of play? Because it does feel like these wide open offenses have gotten a little caught up to football. Looks more on the ground than it's looked like in forever, and I'm sort of like, I'm just seeing a different game that some of these teams aren't maybe adjusting to. But
well, let's go there. Hang on, Art. Hang on, Art. Let's go there. And I'll go to you, Jake. You tell, when he says dominant QBs, who do you have on that list of dominant QBs?
Well, I just want to, before that, to what he's saying about the Bears, they don't need dominant QB play because they're based on the run and they're based on their offensive line. And their offensive line is filled with just beasts because they built it
Mr.
to be
Joe
able
Thuney.
to,
I think it's
to be able to dominate
I
on the
think
ground.
I think it's
And
the third
think
best in
what
the
you saw
league.
from the Niners' early domination in Shanahan's run was ground play. It was running. It was zone run schemes.
Well,
And
it's also kind of what they're still doing now.
Detroit. Who are we talking about? Detroit. I mean, if we're talking about Thursday night football, that was my big takeaway. No matter how good people say he is, the most underrated player in football is Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, the guy's not really talked about as the best, and he's probably the best player in football. I mean,
but the Pats have a quarterback who hasn't thrown for 300 yards all season. They've won 10 games in a row.
May hasn't thrown for 300 on this whole run.
Not one game in his career.
Makes sense because Vrabel doesn't really play that way anyway.
They run.
Yeah, they run.
Okay. So back to my original question before Jake wanted to get in the trenches talk, which I think has been part of why Detroit's taken a little bit of a step back. First of all, I don't believe in that coordinator shit. Motherfuckers know everything that everybody's doing in every meeting or whatever. I think
you don't believe in coordinator shit?
No.
Unreal. I would say that I can't tell you how far on the other end of that spectrum I am. And I feel like we've had these conversations. I don't get it. I feel like as a layman football fan, I can barely tell you if quarterbacks are good because of how much I think the coordinator impacts if they look good or not.
Okay,
I don't even know if this fool's good.
Here's the thing. Before Jake cuts this up and makes it go viral, let me qualify it by saying this. If you're an offensive motherfucker like Andy Reid, I think your defensive coordinator means a motherfucking lot. But whatever side you're on as the head coach, I don't think that person below means shit because I think that person is meeting with all the people, knows all the fucking plays, is writing up the playbook. It doesn't matter. The other side of the ball, it could be a big deal. Like Bill Belichick, his offensive coordinator, when he won all that shit with McDaniels or whatever, that means a lot when it's on the other side of the ball. On the same side of the ball, I don't think it means a ton. So.
Right. Zach, so you're saying an offensive mind like Andy Reid, his O coordinator doesn't mean much. Kyle Shanahan's O coordinator doesn't mean anything.
Yep.
But Robert Saleh means a hell of a lot to
Yes. So I phrased that wrong. That's a flag on me. I phrased that wrong. I shouldn't have said all coordinators don't matter.
And we're not even talking about coordinators. We're talking about, if we rephrase it, we're talking about scheme matters, of course. And if the head coach is doing the scheme, of course, that coordinator means less.
Yeah, but Dan Campbell's, who was the guy that got hired by the Jets? Ben. Okay. Yeah. Ben Johnson went to the Bears. Who was the guy that went to the Jets? Whatever his name is. I'm saying the Lions' defensive scheme right now, I don't think has been affected by the fact that they lost their defensive coordinator to the Jets. That's all I'm saying. But I phrased it wrong because I do think it matters based on what your mind is as the head coach. Anyways.
I have thought that the Chiefs have ebbed and flowed with some of their coordinators. I'll say that. I think the Chiefs were very much better.
You have the best defensive coordinator in the history of mankind. The guy has like 6 Super Bowls.
I'm not talking about defense. I was talking about offense because that's the one that's changed.
Yeah, but that's just Andy Reid.
Oh, God. You want to shh. There you go. I was talking about Eric Bieniemy. I'm just saying, you fucking, quit your yapping. Let me talk. That's all I was saying, pal.
I shut up.
Eric Bieniemy, though, is what I was saying. He's been gone, and I feel like he actually mattered. I was saying as a somewhat different case of Andy being the offensive mind. In Kansas City, I have felt like there's been a little bit of ebbs and flows on offense depending on who's behind the wheel. So I don't know.
I just think Andy Reid's calling all those shots, and I don't think that. By the way, where the fuck did Bieniemy go?
Bieniemy got blackballed from the NFL because everybody's embarrassed they didn't hire him as the head coach. That's the way I see it. Well, nobody knows how to deal with the fact that he didn't get a head coaching job.
He became the OC for the Jags or something.
Well, and then now he's in college. He's a college coach, isn't he?
What?
Right. He's like a college OC.
Let me check.
It's been that many years?
No, he only left 2 years ago.
No, more than that, but yeah.
But he wanted to be an OC for a team that wasn't already have an offensive mind. So I
feel like I've been in a coma if he's been gone for that long.
No, he's been gone for a couple of years. Not that long.
And he never got a head coaching job?
No, because he went to prove himself and he shit the bed when he went to prove himself as an OC on a bad team.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he took a lateral job. He took an OC job somewhere else.
Oh, you want to know how good he is? Guess what his job is to this goddamn conversation? God,
Hang on.
You're not even gonna
hang
believe
on.
his job
Hang
and how
on.
goddamn
Hang
much
on.
shows how good he is.
God, Artie, Jake, at some point you're gonna have to find a way to hit the mute button on that guy because I want both
Gonna
me and
around the
Jake.
horn him.
Yeah, exactly. He needs the mute button for 7 seconds. I want both you and I to think about what possibly could have gotten him that hyped about what Bieniemy has done since he left the Chiefs.
Well,
No,
tell me this, Artie.
where is he now? Where
Am
is
I
he
right
right
that he
now?
took a lateral job on a bad team and was not a good offensive coordinator?
Do you
for
have
that
his
team?
Wikipedia up? Do you have the whole history?
I'm not talking about his history. I'm excited about where he is today.
Why
and
can't
what
you
he's
look up
doing.
his
Is he a
Wikipedia?
GM of a college team?
Just look up his Wikipedia, please.
Why?
And then don't say anything. Just let
I
me
have
and
it right
Jake
here.
guess.
I
God,
have it
will
right
you?
here, but I don't want you to tell me about his history. I want you to tell me where he is now and why I'm so pumped.
We're gonna get to that.
Washington
God,
State.
let the slow build. Have you ever had fucking, have you ever had stuff before sex? Whatever that stuff's called.
Foreplay. It's called foreplay.
Foreplay. Yeah. Can we do a
let's
little
some
foreplay,
Yeah,
please?
let's do a little
All right.
foreplay.
Did he take a lateral offensive coordinator job?
Well, that we already know, but I don't have it up like that. You want me to pull up his
Just his Wikipedia, bro. I can do it in 2 seconds. You're a fucking professor.
We're there, buddy.
You have a PhD.
Yeah, guess what people with PhDs don't use?
Wikipedia?
Yeah, there you go.
Google? Pro Football Reference?
Keep going.
All right. Did he take a lateral offensive coordinator position after leaving the Chiefs?
Did he take a lateral?
Did he become an offensive coordinator for another NFL team? Yes or no?
Thank you, Jake. Jesus.
Yeah,
it's like I'm speaking Swahili.
Yes, right? The Jags or something?
The Commanders.
Okay.
Commanders. Okay. How long was he there? How long was he there?
1 year.
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're excited about something that he's, man.
Well, he had something in between there. We talked about how he went to college.
Went to college.
He was given the OC and associate head coach job at UCLA.
Yep. I was going to say UCLA.
Good job, Jake. If Artie would have let you get there, you probably would have gotten there. I wouldn't have known that. That's fine. Okay. He's not there currently.
And
that was with that
entire direction of a franchise.
Okay. What year? Can you give us a year on any of this?
Goddamn 2025 today.
Oh, he's at UCLA right now?
No, he was at UCLA last year.
Okay, so that would be 24, you asshole.
No, we're not talking about last year.
All right. Go ahead, Jake. I'm done. I'm
said
out of
he's
here
the
on
what?
this.
Director of a franchise?
No, he just said that he's excited about what he's doing.
Associate head coach of a franchise.
No, he said that about UCLA in 2024. He's got a different job now.
Okay.
You guys are killing.
We're trying to guess his current job.
Guess his current job.
Is what?
You want me to just tell you? You didn't even
No, I want Jake to guess. I'm just making it clear because your dumbass said
it's NFL and he changed the whole franchise and it's the funniest job he could possibly have.
I'm going to get okay, hang on. Before Jake goes, let me give a ridiculous guess just because of the way that you phrased it. I'm going to say Houston Texans defensive coordinator.
Come on, bro. No.
You said it was ridiculous.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's not that ridiculous.
Panthers quality coordinator.
What's that? What's a quality coordinator?
Chicago Bears. Running backs coach.
There you go.
What do you mean? Don't laugh. What do you mean? He's got DeAndre Swift looking like the best running back in football.
Oh my God.
He's got a 7th-round rookie.
The guy's held nothing. He's held nothing but L's since being the Chiefs' offensive coordinator.
What's the team's record that he running back coach for?
Guy failed at USC.
A two-headed monster. Who coaches the two-headed monster? Mr. Eric Bieniemy.
Bieniemy. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but his objective was to become an NFL head coach.
And he went
down to college, and now he's
Artie's out of his mind, man. Artie needs to get on some meds or something.
Out of a job, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some racist owners didn't hire fucking Eric Bieniemy.
Why we have to bring race into this thing?
What do you mean? Why did I have to bring?
It's not because he was black.
Well, he was the best candidate on the market for 5 years.
Apparently, he was Apparently, he was a prick. If you read the articles, he was a prick.
Anyway, I don't care. This is just me loving on Bieniemy. Just let us Well,
Fair enough. I don't know how you can go from
You don't have to be a coordinator.
offensive coordinator, taking a lateral job at a different organization because you're pissed about not getting the head coaching job, going and failing at USC, and now he's the running backs coach in Chicago. And you're making this sound like a great thing.
So,
I don't know how
Artie,
you
I have
can
a
spin
question.
that.
You know,
You should
Anthony
be a
Lynn was the head
politician.
coach of the Chargers.
What?
Right? Anthony Lynn was the head coach of the Chargers a few years ago.
Probably.
And now he's the running backs coach of the Niners. Do you think that's a win for him?
It's not about him. Why are you guys free? You guys said you guys can't even listen and comprehend English. This isn't about a win for the enemy. This is a proof in the pudding of how good and impactful the enemy is, you morons.
Is Anthony Lynn responsible for McCaffrey
on Thursday nights?
Yeah, according to Art.
Is Anthony Lynn responsible for Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson?
No, but he actually has a superstar. Is DeAndre Swift a superstar? No, is Mongai, what's his name? How do you say his last name? I don't know. Mongai, is he a fucking 7th round pick or a 1st round pick? Is he better than Ashton Genty? Yeah. Is Ashton Genty garbage? Yes.
Why are you talking about my fantasy squad, homie?
Because he's garbage. You out here talking about Bieniemy turning a man into a superstar like it don't mean nothing. Come on, he got 2 superstar running backs.
Was Tom Rathman responsible for Frank Gore being good?
Tom Rathman, he's a coach.
He was his running backs coach.
That's dope. I didn't know that. Tom Rathman was his running back coach.
Yeah.
You know, Frank Gore's a beast, bro. But he got track record. Anyway, we just having fun. Come on, why are we talking about Eric Bieniemy anyway?
I don't know. I didn't expect. I didn't have this as the kids say on my bingo card. A 30-minute conversation about Eric Bieniemy. But anyways,
coaches.
I see the studio chat, but I can't see it.
Well, you can't see me.
Strong staff means a lot. It does. And I think we see that with Robert Saleh and the 49ers defense.
Yes. And I was not trying to diminish the roles of coordinators, but I think it's overblown that the Lions lost both their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator. Although I am impressed with what Ben Johnson is doing in Chicago. You leaving?
He hired Eric Bieniemy, so he's doing something right.
Hell yeah.
That's not something that I would have listed as the things that I think Ben Johnson turning around Caleb Williams.
That's the number one thing that has turned around the Bears franchise, and we don't know it.
Eric
What's the next
we got to give a shout out to the chat line. I've been trying to jump in and say it. We got Don Peralta. Let's fucking go, Humm Daddies. We appreciate you. We got Colin, Mike.
Don Peralta.
You see him?
What are you on? What chat are you on? I want to see some chat.
Having a mojito? I think the answer is yes. That's what I was thinking, and I was.
Zach is having a mojito. It appears.
Guys, Zach's out here having a mojito.
Did your girl whip that up for you, Zachary?
She did.
That a girl.
Yeah.
But thank y'all for listening. God bless you. Yeah, we having a hell of a time Thursday night. Mojitos, Sierra Nevada.
I didn't even know we had a chat thing going. So you're gonna have to put me up on all this technology shit. I know Jake's got. I know Jake's got the Humm Daddies humming. We can move on to whatever topic you want to talk about. You want to talk about that ugly ass fucking Warriors, L?
Well, so no, they came back and they took the lead.
They
lost. We watched the fourth quarter.
Jake, you don't even know?
No, I watched it. I saw what happened.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it after the fact because I figured they're just getting blown.
What's up, dog? Is DJ Greenstein? Dave G?
Yeah. He's one of
God bless you, Dave G.
What's up, Dave G? We appreciate all your production help, which apparently is overrated, but we love you anyway.
I'm guessing Dipper loves Bieniemy. The guy must love Bieniemy. No way he doesn't.
Nobody loves Bieniemy but you, bud.
He was like Darren Sproles before Darren Sproles, man.
You should look up
the under thighs himself, man. There's a little Bieniemy.
Back to the ball.
He was a little ball of boom. He was a little ball of boom. I loved Bieniemy as a kid.
Art, just one day when you're bored or you're on the shitter or something, look up the articles on why Bieniemy didn't get a job. He's apparently one of the biggest pricks on the planet. Anyways, moving on.
Guys, by the way, Don Peralta is helping throw the party we're going to tomorrow night, so you guys will get to meet him tomorrow.
That's what's up. Look forward to seeing you, Don.
Yeah, we gonna kick it. We gonna bring some.
Kick it.
We gonna bring some.
Kick it. Yes, you can.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Kick it.
Yes, you can. Eddie Hooser. Yeah, bad Dubs lost. I mean, real bad Dubs lost. Fell under 500. Pods, man, I don't know what to do with that guy.
Well, he went 0 for 5 from behind the 3-point line tonight, so that's solid.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I don't even know how much I would have him in the rotation. I mean, Artie and I have obsessed over Kerr's rotational choices, but I don't even. I mean, do you think he's the best option right now?
So that OKC loss was very similar. They came back late, and then Pat Spencer got pulled with a few minutes left, and then it went to shit. He left Pat in tonight, but it went to shit anyway. So I
Well,
don't know, man. The correct answer to all this, I believe, is that they're old and they're tired from that crazy ass start of the schedule. I
can
mean,
I
they
say
had
something
so
though?
many back to backs, such a long road trip, and Steph's hurt, Jimmy's hurt. I mean, they're old, they're tired. What are you gonna do? I really don't know an answer here right now.
But here's my thing, man. And again, I think I can come across as like this super hard Kerr hater. I'm not a hard Kerr hater, all right? But a lot of
Are you a
problems.
soft Kerr hater?
I'm not even a Kerr hater. I'm a let's be honest about what we're watching right now.
Okay, Art, hang on for a second. Forgive me for interrupting. I hate when people interrupt. I have to interrupt just for a second because I would equate your hatred for Kerr the same way that Jake has a hatred for Shanahan. Anyways, proceed.
Yeah. So, I mean, we said that Kerr didn't take Spencer out. Yeah. Okay, he didn't take Spencer out, but ostensibly he took the ball out of Spencer's hands for no reason with 1 minute left in the game by subbing Melton in for Richard when the lineup that was balling was fucking balling.
That's
and
true.
The fucking whole thing is humming.
No, you're right on that.
Why does Steve Kerr think he's such a genius?
Yeah,
that
you're right on that.
Like, it feels like every move he makes recently is like Bob Melvin, right? It's like, am I watching Bob Melvin or Steve Kerr? Everything you do is
Leave
wrong.
Melvin alone. God, you crushed that guy worse than anybody.
Every button Kerr pushes these days is the wrong button, and it's irritating. And when you watch a team do what they were doing, it's hard for me, the novice, but I think intelligent NBA fan. Like, I'm not going to pretend I know everything, but I fucking, watch a lot of NBA and love it. When something's cooking, you got a minute left.
Keep it cooking.
And
leave it alone.
And here's the particulars about it.
Yeah.
The change changed the whole way the unit played. Spencer was running the show during the comeback. Will Richards doing the little things, the type of player he is. All of a sudden, they gave the ball to. Then they give the ball to Melton. He does another ISO. Guy's just coming off a year with an ACL. Meanwhile, you got the guy. I don't know if he's as good as he seems like he is, but he thinks he's God right now. The guy's telling him, I'm that motherfucker, to the whole crowd in Philadelphia. He's on cloud 9, and you take the ball out of his hands. So, yeah, he stayed in the game, but you still made a weird choice at the end. And it did rub me wrong. I didn't get it.
Yeah. I got you. I mean, I guess that, like, I mean, there were so many different ways that ball could have bounced. The 2 missed free throws, the jump ball. There was like so much shit that went down. Yeah. Like, if any of those had gone the other way and they had won that game, you'd be praising Kerr. So it's like, and also like, I mean, how much like do you think, for instance, we all grew up 49ers fans, right? We loved Roger Craig, we loved Jerry Rice, we loved Joe Montana. How much of the benefit of the doubt do you think Bill Walsh got because he won 4 championships and he coached the Niners into relevancy for over a decade? That's basically what Kerr's done right now. So
he never lost. He left winning, right? Like, Bill Walsh left. I mean, yeah, of course he didn't win every year, but Bill Walsh left after winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Seifert
technically won the last 2.
Well, the one that doesn't count from the Steve Young.
And the 89 one was Seifert's team.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, like, I see it differently. And Kerr,
I'm just saying, don't you think that people were probably questioning some shit that he did or whatever? And I'm sure that Montana Young shit was a lot of drama.
There were championship games and shit the Niners lost that no one thinks about.
Yeah,
I'm sure Bill Walsh,
of course,
Giants, yeah.
And I mean, this whole Steve Young, Montana fucking flip back and forth. Steve Young played a lot of games in 88 and 89 that people don't remember. He was a big part of those teams.
But let me ask you this, as I make the comparison, Jake, of you hating on Shanahan, which, just so it's clear for the Humm Daddies Network, Artie and Zach do not hate Shanahan. It is a Jake thing, and we're working on that.
My coach. I'm just
Yeah.
open to criticize him.
No, I know, but
we got to get people on that. We're on that train. That's that black and white thinking, man. Jake doesn't hate Shanahan. He just thinks Shanahan's got a
that's good.
flaw.
All right,
Yeah,
that's good.
Me and Artie have talked about that. Just because you criticize doesn't mean you hate them. It's not black and white.
Okay, but my point is, would you be instead of me phrasing it, would you hate him less? I'm going to phrase it. Would you be less critical of him if he had won those 2 Super Bowls against the Chiefs?
Yeah.
100, right? Like 100%.
He wouldn't even have the thing.
Well, that makes a huge difference.
But it wouldn't be true.
A big part of my criticism is that he keeps doing what he did to lose those Super Bowls.
I know. And I don't disagree with you on that. I'm just saying you get some room for error when, Steve Kerr won. You guys were having Warriors Roundtable in 1993 with Mookie Blaylock, whose dick was so big it held down to the floor. That's the shit that you guys were doing with pathetic teams with Bimbo Coles and Victor fucking Alexander. All right. And then you got a title with Steph and 4 of those motherfuckers. So it's like, when some shit like this goes down and plays could have gone either way, I'm erring on the side of not blaming fucking Kerr. But Artie clearly is very critical of the guy, and I don't know how he doesn't have more of a leash when he's won you 4 titles. I don't have any. I'm a Suns fan.
You're allowed to criticize a coach, dude. He's not Jesus Christ. He's Steve Kerr. And I don't criticize him as much as Artie. For as far as Steve Kerr goes, he does a lot of good in my book, but
here's
I see all these points. I see where he comes from.
I know. I was just gonna say the same thing. In terms of the X's and O's that Artie just broke down, I agree with him on all that shit. I'm just saying it could have gone a different way, and you would have been like, oh, Kerr pushed all the right buttons, but it didn't go that way. I mean, if my uncle had, or whatever, if my aunt had nuts, she'd be my uncle, or if my aunt. Yeah,
well, me also watching Warriors games over the years, I have sensed Steve Kerr not having a totally firm hold or grasp or understanding on what his roster is and what to do. Sometimes he seems confused himself, and he almost admits it on air when he's interviewed.
Yeah.
As well, he doesn't know how to perfectly implement his rotations and his roster.
And it's because
it's also on Dunleavy's shoulders right now, too. It's not just on Kerr, but you got to figure it out. And a lot of the buttons he seems to push are wrong right now. It's true.
Agreed. And I think it's also been like, look, it was very easy to do, even when they were like incorporating Wiggins. It was very easy to do that shit when you had Clay, Steph, Draymond as like your 3 staple points. Then you had like in the early going, you had like the veterans of like Andre Iguodala and all that shit. Like all those buttons are a lot easy to push. Like obviously, yeah, it's not easy. You don't know who the fuck to put in when or whatever, or like what the best button is to push. But like they're talking about this JK shit like he's checked out already after he signed his contract and shit. Like how are you supposed to deal with that?
Well, I'd be checked out if I were him too, and he is checked out. And he's annoying now, but I understand it. He's done with this shit. Like, if I was a kid and I'm on the fucking Warriors and I ball out for 2 weeks and everybody fucking sings my praises, and then I fucking don't play well for 10 days and everyone tells me to go fuck myself, and then my coach benches me again, I'd be like, oh, fuck, I now remember why I don't want to be a Warrior, and I'm going to stop trying this year and get fucking traded. Like, it's not that complicated to see the psyche of what happened to Kuminga this year.
Yeah, I hear you.
I hear you. And I'm not even trying to save
I know
about him. I would actually say the you could call this the best or the worst thing that's happened over the last 2 days, but the most informative shit to me over the last 2 days is that Pat Spencer, unfortunately or fortunately, is the only guy that can do what I said the Warriors need, and that's fucking pathetic. The only guy that can run the offense, the only guy that can dribble a basketball,
handle the ball, go to the hole.
And so, in a matter of 2 days, you realized, okay, we've had Moody, we've had Kuminga, we've had all these guys that we were hoping could do X, Y, and Z. And I know neither Kuminga or Moody were really expected to be point guards by any means. Ideally, they're defensive slashers. But shit, it's really slapping you in the face when you realize these guys you've been wanting to ascend can't dribble, can't go to the rack, can't run an offense, don't know where to be at the right time. And you got this guy that's just grinded his tail off that really just looks like a lacrosse player. and he's out here better than all these guys. Like that, again, I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm pretty sure it's bad.
Well, the reason why it's bad is that because Pods, who, let's not ever forget this, and I was doing radio in fucking Salt Lake City, Utah when this trade rumor shit was going down. Pods was off the table for a trade.
Not available.
Yeah, and now he is no longer even the best option.
Yeah, that's some weird.
That's the bad part.
Subconscious ass racist shit or something. Fucking loving Pods.
Racist?
I'm just
no,
saying,
they would have gotten a white guy.
Other than thinking,
would have been the opposite.
I know. Like, that's what I mean. I mean, it's like, fuck, why? I mean, that's the only thing I could ever figure out. You think he's so fucking smart? I don't know.
I honestly, because
I'm joking. It's Curry.
No, I know. We're fucking around.
Is that Giannis is on the table? Like he might be.
Yeah,
oh God, I heard Papa talking about that. We're not.
But do you think Lacob still says, "Hey, we want Giannis, but Pod's not available for you guys"?
Yeah.
Well, obviously not now. No, but okay. I got a couple of points here. Number one,
in the NBA.
All right, you go ahead, and then I'll say my points.
You go.
Okay. All right. My number one point is I heard Greg Papa talking about this shit. What do you guys just give me a one-word answer, and then I want to go into my Lori marketing thing. What do you think the percentage chance is that fucking Alphabet gets traded to the Warriors?
5.
Jake?
I couldn't even listen to you because of the chat. I mean, my eyes are this big from the chat. What'd you say?
Why can't I see the chat?
It's on. He's looking on his phone, probably, or on another screen.
Nah, you can look at it right there. You just click that arrow where it says live chat, and you click that arrow.
There you go.
I can't do it. Anyways, Jake said 5% chance that Alphabet
5%.
goes to the Dubs. Art, you say what?
I mean, God, I bet you he would love to be a Dub. I mean, I'm not buying they'll be able to make it happen, but the whole team should be on the table other than Curry. You should just keep nobody. Just give them anybody they want.
Have you ever asked a guy a question, Jake, where you said, just give me...
He's got that ass spread like Angela White.
That's why,
Jake,
that was why my eyes were like that, and I needed you to repeat it. I couldn't believe it. Sexy Seahawks 69. God bless the handle, too. A lot of sexuality going on here. We got 69 in the handle, and we got just some ass spreading in the chat. My God.
Yeah, we got a
literal butt.
It's Sexy Seahawks 69 talking about a lot of stuff Artie's into, like the whole ass eating talk and stuff like that.
Oh my! When did that start? All I asked Artie was the percentage chance that he thought that Alphabet was going to go to the Warriors.
How about this? The percentage chance
5%.
that the Warriors would win the
I
championship.
know you answered the question, Jake, because you know what the fuck you're doing. Artie's a basket case and can't answer a goddamn question, and I don't even take the Lord's name in vain. Artie, answer the question. Percentage chance that Alphabet goes to the Warriors.
8%.
Okay, thank you. I would say it's less than that. I would say it's like 1%. So anyways, there's no point to have a conversation there. Now, getting back to Pods and marketing, here's the thing that I don't get, is that when you just watch the two individual players, which one would you...
show up on the screen? Sorry, Bill. Sorry, Bill. Jake's just working on the technology tonight, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, Jake's just fucking with me or fucking with you. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. I'm trying to get this shit on the rails. There's no point. There's no point, man. I'm asking basic ass questions. I asked this motherfucker, give me a number on the chances that Antetokounmpo goes to the motherfucking Warriors. This guy goes on a fucking tirade for like 5 minutes and then hits me with some shit about Seahawks 69 ass. What the hell am I supposed to do with that, Jake?
It's interactive.
No, I'm a fucking professional, man. I can't do this shit. Anyways, back to the marketing shit. When you just look at Pods and marketing, just like think about if you were playing pickup hoop at fucking Kensington or Cordonices or whatever, which of those two guys would you pick for your team?
You want to go first? I'll tell you my answer. My answer is pretty easy.
Go.
Pods wouldn't even get picked. Pods is going home.
So how was he unattainable? How was he off of the table?
Well, that's kind of why I was joking.
And that wasn't Bob Myers, right? This was Dunleavy.
No, Lacob said he was off the table.
The owner?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
No,
why would the owner be
pet project? It's his favorite guy.
Why would the owner be overriding the GM? Well, I guess that shit happens a lot, but I never
Yeah,
heard
what are you
that
talking
report.
about? That's kind of the structure of everything.
Yeah, I didn't hear that report though.
Oh, it was for sure the owner.
Okay. Well,
It
that's
wasn't
that's some
Dunleavy. Trust me,
dumbass shit.
Dunleavy wasn't saying Pods is untouchable.
But yeah, I mean
No way.
that's part of the Kerr conversation too. It's like I can talk all I want about Kerr, but like, I mean, his team's not very good, right?
Yeah,
The Warriors
this
are not
roster
very-
isn't that good.
Yeah, it's bad, and it's not very good. It's arguably the worst roster in NBA, other than some of its star power.
You cannot have the worst roster in the NBA and have Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry
I said other than your star
They didn't
power.
play tonight. So
and Draymond Green.
I said other than your star power. I'm just saying you go 4 through the rest. It's
Well, they didn't play tonight,
I know, and 4 through the rest is
and they almost won.
right. So he pushed the wrong button on some scrubs, so you can't blame him that much.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's hard to. This is a lot of chicken and the egg stuff all day with the Warriors because it's hard to tell. They got a bunch of bums that Kerr's trying to figure out.
Totally. And it's really frustrating when a team is
Insane
kind of
bums.
stuck in the same place. They seem the same as they were last year.
That's the frustration.
Just like the Giants were the same this year as they were last. Like the whole 500 that's hovering around 500 shit. It's infuriating.
Yeah. I mean, that's to me when I start thinking Kerr too. Because when the team just keeps looking like the same thing, you start to feel like it's an identity thing. It's a start to be like, okay, so this is who you are without the dominance. This is sort of who you are. You're
and no one wants to see run it back when it didn't work the first time. Like you don't want to see last year ran back for the Giants, obviously, and you don't want to see last year ran back for the Warriors. Right now, this Warriors team looks a hell of a lot like it did last year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, considering that this is, they're playing out Kerr's contract, I mean, I think it's pretty clear, probably for Kerr and probably for the front office, for everybody, that not in the way that you would say it for most people, but like, frankly, I think he's coaching for his job. I don't know if he wants the job, he might even want to just walk. But like, to me, it feels like this year he is sort of coaching for his job. And if this season ends like it feels today, I would be shocked if he's the Warriors coach. If it feels like it feels right now when the season ends and they lose in the first round after making the playoffs, I would say I'll be surprised if he's the coach unless they made a big move. Like if they got Giannis, if they got a stud, I think they would definitely keep him. But I think if they don't and that feels anything like this, I think they move on.
Who do you think they hire next year?
I don't know, and I don't think it works out well.
Maybe bring Mike Brown in as the head coach.
I mean, I think it's the beginning.
First of all,
the beginning of a bad era is what it is.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, it's not. Like
well, I think
for it. It's just
no. I think at that point, first of all, I think Kerr has earned the right to where if they're going to have, it's going to be a mutual parting of ways. He's not going to get fired. He's probably just going to retire. He's talked about retirement already. I mean, he's done everything that you need to do. And Steph Curry's done everything that he needed to do for this organization. I could see his ass going to Charlotte for his last couple of years before he retires. And then whatever, you're dealing with a completely different rebuild. I just don't know if fucking Dunleavy is the guy to do that shit. I mean, I haven't liked any. I mean, has there been anything after Clay, Draymond, Steph that you really liked personnel wise? I mean, Wiggins won. Butler, yeah. But I mean, that's not even really totally working out. So that might have been a.
I mean, Butler's not working. I mean, Butler's not
last year initially
was great
for sure.
Yeah.
The first round.
But he's sticking to his little, not really alphaing, not really dominating the way you want him to.
I mean, the bottom line is when Steph either retires or goes to Charlotte or does whatever he does, Kerr's going to be done too. Then you have to deal with a whole new franchise player. You got to deal with a whole new head coach. I don't know who it would be. I have no suggestions on that front, but I do think Kerr's earned the right to retire, not get fired.
Well, he only has nine rings, so I don't know, man. Maybe without 10, I don't know if he has the right.
Dude, I think when you guys won Artie's favorite title, which is crazy to me, he hated the 2 KD titles. Actually, Artie, you can answer that question so I don't speak for you. Did you like the first one or the last one more?
I think the perspective's so different that it's hard to choose one.
Why can't you answer a fucking yes or no question?
Because I don't see things as so simple, and I don't want to, because it's hard for me, man. If I had to
All right, Jake, can I ask you, because you can answer questions, which title did you like more, the first one or the last one?
No doubt about it.
Okay. All right. Anyways,
The easy one for me. It's just hard for me to really. I
First
didn't want
one was
well, I know how
unbelievable.
much you love
I
that
could
last
not
one.
believe what I saw. I had David Lee coming in at the grindhouse, shut down Zach Randolph.
Wasn't he the sixth man? Was he the sixth man or
You're gonna
no?
make
Came
me
in and
cry.
turned the series
You're gonna
against
make
Zach
me cry,
Randolph.
man. You'll literally make me
Grizzlies.
cry. That was some of the best days of my freaking life.
Fucking bogut. I was in LA wearing my B Diddy jersey. I mean, shit, that was fun. I will never forget that championship run.
So bring me back there, and it's like, yeah, I'll literally almost cry thinking about those Warriors.
It was
that was the funnest sports shit ever.
The Warriors won a title that was unthinkable. You know, I mean,
True.
God, that
it's got to be the first one. Yeah, it's like losing your virginity.
That's like the that was the easy answer for me, and that is the answer. There was something about the fourth one though.
You loved that fourth one. Yeah, I know.
For Curry's legacy, and it really shit on everybody. Everybody remembers the talk at that point. It's fucking KD's championships.
Yep. No MVPs, finals MVPs.
KD's second one above the 22 one.
Say it again.
I put KD's second one where they beat Houston in 7.
That's garbage. That makes me want to just shut you up and get you out of here. That's garbage, Jake.
He just hates KD, Jake. Just ignore him, bro. Just let him. Just let him rant. Just let him. Yeah, you do.
Series was incredible.
Yeah.
Put words in my mouth. I do not hate KD at all. I like KD a lot.
Okay.
You remember the 7-game Houston series?
Didn't like those teams.
That was incredible.
Yeah, it was incredible. That championship was a very special run.
They shouldn't even let it go 7. That was a flag on them.
Whatever.
All right, can we talk some Niners before we wrap this up?
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, I want to know what your okay. So we talked earlier, right? To bring this full circle, we talked earlier about teams that you actually believe in, and I think next time that we do this, we should actually really have a list. All of us make a list where we say the teams that we believe in or that we don't. I very squarely have the Niners as a team that I do not believe in one iota. Their record.
That's not an objective take.
Oh, you think I'm hating? No, this is no hate. This is objective.
It's not coded by the Niners' hatred in general.
No, not at all. This is like me just judging the team. I think Purdy has looked like hammered dog shit. CMC is amazing, but I think losing Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, I just don't think that you're going to be able to make up for that. Now, I know you talked about how you can just plug in anybody. So what? I could be the fucking defensive end and I could just go crush it with the Niners because of fucking Saleh? No, the Niners are not fucking.
You can play safety. You can play whatever you want, and it'll work with Saleh.
That'd be so tight if I was just a white safety out there doing my thing. Anyways,
play junior college hoop.
Who was our guy? The guy from our generation?
Seahorn.
Jason motherfucking Seahorn. Yes. Anyways, if I was getting my Seahorn on.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of shit that makes that reaction is the type of shit that makes pods get playing time. Anyway, keep going.
Oh, Art's going on his race thing again. Anyways, that was our guy though. Art, that's all we had. All we had was Jason.
Art wants it buttoned
all
up.
We had was Jason Seahorn.
Facts. You guys out here like Jason Seahorn for one reason. All right, keep going.
Yeah, man, it's all we had.
All we had. What a way. Continue.
He's all we had, man. Anyways, my point is that, okay, the Niners are pretty clearly on the trajectory of making the playoffs, right? You don't think that they're going to make any noise. You don't have Super Bowl aspirations, do you?
As I said before, anything goes 1 week at a time. We're going to take this next game.
Look at you. What are you, the head coach? Head down.
Head down. Hey, nose on the grind. We're just going to grind it out and see what happens.
We're not looking to the future, one day at a time. Okay, got it.
Tell me.
I think that's your long way of answering that you don't believe in him. Go ahead, Art. I'm sorry.
No, even the person who loves the NFC, man, the Niners can beat any of these teams. I mean, what do you mean? None of these teams are scary. What, the Niners can't? Who's the best team if you had to pick one? Probably the Rams. They've already
Rams,
beat them, and they already beat them.
They already beat them.
Of course, they beat them.
So barely. That was the luckiest win you'll ever see.
Oh God!
And then the Rams beat
them.
the
Panthers
barely
beat
beat the playoffs.
The Rams most recently beat the brakes off of the Niners.
I hear you, but
and then the Panthers beat the Rams.
Well, that was in, they probably got their.
NFC, there's a lot of good teams.
What?
There's a lot of good teams, but it's hard to be really scared of any team. And Shanahan, maybe it's the perfect fucking storm for him because he's got his little underdog team all of a sudden,
and he loves it.
being a favorite. So all of a sudden, everybody's telling him how good he is.
Oh, you're speaking Jake's language right now.
I mean, he's in the
I don't know what the love languages are. I've never figured those out. That there's like 5 of them or 3 of them or something. You are speaking Jake's love language,
honestly,
whatever that is.
What a better position for a head case to be in than in the position of you're not supposed to win, right? You're like, perfect.
It's a head case.
Show you how much of a genius I am. I'm gonna draw this shit up, and we're gonna score 30 points. And I fucking hired Robert Saleh, and we don't let points anymore. Frankly, though, I did hear you guys the other day, and I really feel like you guys are overrating the defense. And it's hard to say. You're not overrating the defense.
No, defense has been great.
I know,
but I'm telling you this right now.
They're playing.
Let's just talk gambling wise. Neutral field, Niners, Lions. Who's favored?
Dome or not dome?
Neutral field, whatever you pick.
Dome or not dome?
Dome.
I'd say it's close to a pick 'em right now.
Lions.
No, it's Lions minus 4.5. Seahawks, Niners, neutral field. What's the spread? Seahawks minus 4.5. Rams, Niners, neutral field. What's the spread?
Rams minus 3.5.
All of these teams are favored over the Niners. Nobody believes in the.
First off, both of those questions true. 3.5 is nothing. That's a pick 'em. 3.5 is pick 'em. Who cares if it's 3.5 points? One team's going to win 40, 60%, whatever. Second of all, in a dome, I'll take 3.5, maybe 4.5, maybe even 5.5. Put them in not the dome. Put them in the air. I'd say that. But that game would be in the dome, right? So if we're talking real life, you're saying this neutral field shit. I actually
the Niners might have a better seed than the Lions, so that could be in Santa Clara, but that's not like that's inclement weather.
Yeah, and I guess they could even be worse than the Rams by then. But yeah, I mean, I would say in normal outdoors, I probably take. I don't know. It gets closer. I consider Stafford a dome quarterback. I consider Goff a dome quarterback.
I think about Amon-Ra and Gibbs against this Niners D, and it's not something I really want to deal with.
I agree
as a Niners fan.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, all right, gentlemen, I got to get the hell out of here.
15 starters on D. The stat is 95 Niners we've had 95 Niners injuries so far this year. And
it's fucking crazy.
And string linebackers.
My favorite conspiracy theory is Jake thinks that Shanahan's ultimate goal when he wakes up is how many guys can I get injured and how bad of a record can I have and how much of an underdog can I be so that I can get all the praise for having a good record. It's one of the best conspiracy theories going. Anyways, if there's anybody listening or on the chat, I'm going right now. But anyways, we will be in San Francisco.
Don Peralta's on the check. He says, tuck your chain.
Says Zach, tuck your chain. I don't see your chain. I think you tucked it in.
Yeah, he said the Chiefs are not on the short list of teams winning. That's
because they're not going to make the playoffs.
Dave wants Mark Jackson
who is on your short list, and are the Niners a real contender? And then Jake is pawing at Ard for pets. I didn't fully understand that one.
Not sure what that means.
But I like being pawed.
God bless. Hey, anybody that's listening and chatting, God bless you.
And Dave says, bring back Mark Jackson, rinse and repeat. I mean, I don't know how well that
would. God, that would be hilarious. Maybe we bring back
Mark Jackson and fucking Klay Thompson. How about that? And we let him ride into
what? Being a coach or a player?
Klay Thompson's a player, baby. He's busting again.
No, he could be. He should be the coach. That's actually a better idea as the coach.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson is the coach with smack.
Hey, have you noticed Klay though? He's on a hot streak. I mean, it ain't nothing pretty.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah.
He loves his woman, though. I have never seen a guy love a woman more than he loves Megan Thee Stallion. He's not on a hot streak.
Don't say things you don't know about. He's on a hot streak. He's playing.
What kind of hot streak, Artie?
playing 7 or 8 good games.
Nice. Zach's
That's
out
nice.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
Let me
like a
check.
guy like we like Clay, and I hope Z, you can roll if you got to roll. I'll let you.
Thank you,
I'm gonna
Z.
keep yapping for 1 second.
We'll see everyone tomorrow night at
Tomorrow.
Standard Deviant. Yeah. But me and Artie are going to keep talking for a minute.
Where are we going? Standard
Standard
Deviant.
Deviant in the city
All right.
with Paulie
Holla.
Mack and crew, Rod Brooks, Don Peralta. See you there.
Sounds good.
Love you, dog. All I was gonna say is, yeah, it's been fun watching Clay not suck. I would imagine, and the reason why Zach doesn't care is because he's, news to anybody, not a real Warriors fan. But people who love the freaking Warriors probably hold a place in their heart for a man named Klay Thompson.
Oh, absolutely.
And a person like me was a little sad watching this season unfold. And I was pretty sad watching him suck as bad as he sucked all year. And so I've been pretty happy. He is not doing anything special, but he's played about 7 or 8 games, getting more minutes. And I'd say every other game he's hit for like 20 points, and he's not been in single digits. He's been like 18, 13, 7, 14. It's nice.
Yeah, there was stats out there that said he was the worst, most inefficient player in the entire association for the first couple weeks.
So I'm not sitting here telling you he's balling, but shit, I've been.
But he's not the worst in the association anymore.
Well, no, he's playing meaningful minutes, winning on games that the Mavericks are winning. He's hitting shots. He's playing basketball in a way that probably doesn't feel embarrassing. And
I was Cooper Flag looking because he kind of shit the bed for me in fantasy the first couple months of the year.
Who?
Flag.
Yeah, Cooper Flag's starting to ball a little bit, right?
Starting to ball. Are you watching these Mavericks games, actually?
Yeah. What?
You're actually watching these Mavericks games?
I'm gonna watch a little bit. Yeah, I certainly watch highlights, and then I'll pick it up. I got the whatever it's called, the tickets. I can watch hoop games, and so yeah, I like hoop. I'm one of those people that likes hoop more than other people. I love watching hoop, and
no, I know, man. It's just when you got toddlers and shit running around, it's hard.
No, I was gonna say, unfortunately, my toddler likes football 100 times more than basketball.
Well, he's not a toddler anymore. You got your
lightweight toddler. Sorry, my 6-year-old big man likes football more than basketball. I've been telling him about how we only play flag football in this house.
Yeah,
and I thought he was taking that to heart. And today he was like, "Hey, Dad, stand there. You sit right there. Just sit right there, okay?" I'm like, "All right." And he's like 20 feet from me. He's like, "All right, you just stand right there." And he just runs full speed at me and just crushes me into the couch. And I'm just like, "What was that?" And I was like on the couch, and he's like just looking at me, and it was just all him doing an NFL monster hit on me.
Oh, I'm so tight. I used to play living room football with my brother just on the rug. It was on our knees, I mean, I'm sure you probably did something similar. Those are the good old days.
Those were the good old days. But yeah, I don't want him playing. I am, all anyone out there, you'll probably call me a puss. You'll call me a this. You'll call me a that. The last thing I want is my son playing football. So my goal is to get him to play any other sport. I'm not trying to be the dad who's like scared his son's going to be paralyzed, and I get mortified of that type of shit. And I hope he chooses to play baseball or basketball.
Well, hopefully there's some scientific advances in the sport by the time he's old enough to play actual tackle football.
Can you really scientifically advance something out of something that violent? That's hard. They've been trying to do it.
They're trying. They have those big, goofy,
tough
helmets.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should mandate that stuff eventually. But I don't even know. Does that help the concussions or the big hits too? I don't know. I think it's more just the concussions, but I don't know. I'm less worried. I mean, I don't love the idea of concussions, but honestly, I'm less worried about the overall wear and tear. I'm just like it's in some ways it's selfish. In some ways it's protecting your child. I'm not really trying to watch my son and be scared he's going to break his neck. I know the way my brain works. I'll be miserable watching. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's funny. I just talked to my brother. Shout out Jesse Lucas. It was his 50th birthday today. And we're talking about how big my son is. He's only a year and a half or not even, but
what is he, like 30 percentile? I know it's been sad, man.
Yeah. 99. But he was like, yeah, so is he gonna be like a left tackle? That's the word right now. His mom doesn't want him to play football, but my brother was saying, hey, if you're a kid playing football, the kid who's the left tackle isn't the one who's going to get hurt if he's the biggest kid on the field. Well, so I wouldn't worry about him getting hurt if he plays football.
Typically, he's not breaking his neck, right? Like he might tear his ACL. Who cares, man?
Right.
You'll be fine, right? But we don't want the old neck breaker.
No, dude, first year I dropped my head and got a helmet come came down on me. I got a horrible concussion. That's how you break your neck, dropping your head when you don't know what you're doing as a freshman in high school football.
Exactly. Or just take a big hit. But yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? Winter meetings coming up, Giants?
I will say one thing about the Giants.
Yeah.
And at first I didn't think much about it. And this might just be like a completely ridiculous take based on like Ron Washington's old report of cocaine use, which like I don't think that's the take though. But it felt like the perfect hire because I'm feeling like he's an old head. He's considered a genius at infield. But part of what I really, this is the part I don't actually know about his personality that I might just be taking out of context, but he seems like his energy might match
Tony V.
Tony V.
They say Tony V and Ron are going to blow some lines together.
No, I'm saying that I'm just saying he might not be annoyed by Tony V, even though he's an old dude. That's more what I'm thinking is like he might just kind of vibe with that high energy because I get the sense that Ron is a little bit, but Ron's also a little bit, when I see him coaching too, a little bit more, I don't know. So that's why I say I don't know if I'm.
He is known to be an infield genius. Like he really helps infielders. And he is a Bay Area native, Bay Area legend. And Tony V, it was said that it was Tony V's hire. Like it was his idea to hire him. So think about that clubhouse you got, or just the organization. You got Boch around, you got Dusty around, you got Ron Wash around, Bonds. Will comes in once in a while. I love what they're doing there around Tony V, man. Now you got to actually plug the players in. You need a staff.
Well, and kind of part of what I like about it is they're the types of personalities that I think will tolerate Tony V, right? Like some might love it, and I think the others that don't love it will tolerate it and sort of accept it and kind of think, I kind of get the buttons he's pushing. If I'm assuming he's going to kind of be who they say he is, right? I'm going to assume he's going to be a little out there and a little talkative and a little eccentric. And for some reason, like that doesn't strike me as something Dusty's going to tell him you got to stop. That doesn't strike me. Even Bochy, I think I could imagine him giving a laid back smile, drinking a glass of wine, teaching him how to tone it down a little.
Do what you got to do, man.
And teaching him to tone it down a little. And actually, like, I could only imagine, like, real words of wisdom. Like, hey, you got to, think about who you're talking to. I probably wouldn't talk to Chappie like that. He's been around a long time, but, I could just see, I don't know. There's something about, like, the guys that are around each other that I'm excited about. But shit, I can't get optimistic about the Giants until they win. I don't really get it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it hasn't been that long, but I feel pretty traumatized that I don't buy into this team. And I'm like, so just like.
I'm the other way around. I buy into them.
I want to be there so bad.
I buy into them every year. I make myself buy in. I believe like a little kid. Yeah, and I also think Tony V, I've listened to him a lot in interviews, and he's a really smart dude. He's not going to just run around doing rah-rah shit if it's not working with the guys.
Nah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think they should be competitive. I mean, to me, it's as simple as pitching. You got to have a good rotation.
The staff. They need more guys on the staff.
Build the staff. And if you build the staff, no matter – I'm crazy. I think MLB is simple, man. You build a staff, you got a chance. Like, everybody talks about all the positions. I barely care about the positions. If you're not focusing on your staff, you're doing the wrong thing, particularly the Giants.
Focus on your staff. Now, especially the bullpen matters a ton. Get a great closer. I mean, the closer matters a ton. Look at Brian Walker. He lost the season for us last year. We would have probably been in the playoffs if it weren't for him.
Our lineup sort of is what it is at this point. We're not about to sign some juggernaut. We're not about to do – like, I already know we're not going to do anything amazing in our lineup. So let our lineup be and go sign a couple
Devers can be amazing at points. Just let him ride that out, but also be able to win close, low-scoring games.
I think Devers is going to be better next year by a long shot than he was last year. I think I don't think it impacts everyone. And I think it's low-hanging fruit to say, like, changing clubhouses is hard and blah, blah, blah. But I also just think proof in the pudding, Devers is who he is, and he's going to hit. He's going to hit for the Giants, and he's going to be an all-star hitter. He's going to be great.
Those few weeks when he was just, like, fire, hot. I haven't seen any guy like that on the Giants since Bonds. He was electric, dude. It was so fun watching him hit for a few weeks. He was just that's how it feels like having a superstar hitter on your team, and we forgot all about that.
Totally. I love Dom's action on the chat line. He says that's a fact. Break it down to simple terms. Build that staff up. Fuck yeah.
Build the staff.
Build that fucking staff.
Build the roto. Build the rotation.
If we don't get Imanage is not signed, right?
No.
Sign him. To me, he's the most obvious sign. He is
the Cubs guy?
Yeah. He's the
I think
agent.
he's back, or he wants to go back with the Cubs.
Does he?
Yeah.
Fucking sign him.
That's what I heard.
He's not going to make top dollar, right? The Giants don't want to sign a pitcher that makes top dollar.
Well, Starkey's been talking about the 27 they're striking probably. So a lot of teams don't want to shell out money this year. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, we're going long. This is, I mean, I think that we've kind of covered everything. We had a good dose of Bill.
Hell of a time.
Yeah, hell of a time. We'll see everyone tomorrow at Standard Deviant. It'll be me, Ardavan here, and Zakariah, our ThurZdee night crew. Our OGs, Joey and David, aren't able to make it, although I wish Dave would, because he actually had a big part in the Standard Deviant area. He worked on Pier 70 for years. But that's neither here nor there, and he's not here to talk about it, and he won't be there tomorrow night. So, David, we salute you. I'll try to tell people that you had something to do with Pier 70 tomorrow.
Yeah. Anyone listening, Polymac Particles, Holiday Party, Standard Deviant, 4 to 10 tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. All right, guys. Go Niners. Peace.
Peace.